What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Jan and Nick fan, your host. Let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. Hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit that notification bell. Well, the second preseason for the New York Knicks. I'm not going to really talk about the preseason. I'm going to be honest. I just put that up there so you can have a little something to look at before I switch over to the main topic of this show, and that is what the New York Knicks is going to do with Evan Fournier and Miles McBride. Fournier, this is a contract year, so I'm expecting him to go out and do something significant to try to get other teams interested in him. If the New York Knicks don't re-sign him, I don't know. I don't think the Knicks will re-sign him. I know a lot of people was hoping the Knicks trade him, but I do think the Knicks got a plan. Because if you think about it, I think the Knicks. I'm gonna be honest, and we could jump back to quickly for a second. Now we're just gonna talk about before I move on with the video. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's with the Knicks got mayor a few days. You know what I'm saying before you quickly become a restricted free agent, and Evan Fournier is becoming a free agent. And I don't think the New York Knicks. First of all, I don't think the New York Knicks has got any intentions of bringing Fournier back, but I do think that they are willing to let him play out this year because that's $18 million off the books. You have to think about it this way because we don't have the money to make trades and go out and we'll put ourselves in some type of salary cap hell. But if we can let the season play out, and I know a lot of y'all keep talking about a trade deadline. We could trade Evan Fournier, but I don't see that happen. I definitely think that the Knicks is going to let Evan Fournier play out his contract. That way, that's $18 million that's off the books. Now, with quickly, it's a little more um difficult decision while making because I made a video. I said quickly is predicted to be an all-star one day within 5 years. But I know the Knicks is looking at this because I got a feeling somehow, and I know you hearing the rumors, cat, saying from Timberwolves that the New York Knicks might make a trade, but I don't think that's going to happen. Some way, somehow, I think the New York Knicks is still going to end up with Donovan Mitchell. We hear rumors that Donovan Mitchell have not signed that extension, and if I'm wrong and I haven't heard that he did, y'all can hit me in the comments and let me know that he signed it. But as of today, my knowledge of the situation is that he did not sign the extension, and he's waiting for next year. Some people say he's waiting for next year so that he can get the max, and that may be true. But at the same time, I think he want to be a New York Knick, a Knickerbocker. So if the Knicks can let Evan Fournier go, that's $18 million, and Emmanuel quickly, that'd be over $20-something million they'll have to go out in free agency. You know what I'm saying? And I know Donovan Mitchell might be wanting a little bit more, but there's gonna be a couple of other guys coming off the roster, so that would be money enough. But right now, what we need from Evan Fournier and my man Miles McBride is to help us get through this playoffs out of the second round. And I think that these two guys will be they're going to play a major part in the New York Knicks going to the playoffs. And if we was to somehow get to the Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be not only say on the back of these two, but these two guys are going to play a major part and have a lot of. They're going to be contributing in a lot of ways. I know Evan Fournier is a liability on defense, but his offense is what we need, especially in that second unit. Now, getting back to that second unit, I'm very skeptical about the second unit because, like I said, who's going to be our backup point guard? Is it going to be Don Vincizio or is it going to be Emmanuel Quickly? Now, Emmanuel Quickly, he does not make the right decisions, in my opinion. I'm being honest. He's more of a shooting guard, and that's what he played in college. He always played off the ball. And as you see in last night preseason game, and you see it in other games, even when he started, he's going to look for his shot before he hit the open man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he's in the second unit, because he's going to feel like he's the main offense in that group. So I'm not really sold on Emmanuel Quickly being our backup point guard, but I do like the prospect, the idea of McBride, because McBride is a player. He's going to come down the court. He's going to get everybody involved before he think about his basket. I know that takes away from his offense a little bit, but that's what you want in a point guard. But when he do that, also it's going to take pressure off him because defense is going to be like, oh, he's coming down. He ain't thinking about scoring, and maybe he can hit slide past him with a quick fast break, to the rim. But I really like McBride. I would like to see McBride as our backup point guard. We know Tibbs play a 9-man rotation. This is gonna, I think this is gonna have to change this year, especially with the um evacuation of Obi Toppin, if you want to call it. Um, I don't see Josh Hart playing that power forward. I think it's gonna hurt us tremendously. I know Josh Hart got the heart, you know what I'm saying? He got the mindset, but he don't have the stature, the height. He don't have the build to go down there and bang with guys that's gonna be 6'10", 280, you know what I'm saying, 275. Nah, it's gonna take a lot of wear and tear on his body. And what's gonna happen is he's gonna wind up getting hurt throughout the season, and then we're gonna lose somebody that we really need. Now, I do like Nathan Knight. I do like Nathan Knight in that position. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I thought that that's what they signed him for. I think he would be a perfect fit in that backup power for it. But I see that Tibbs right now is using Sims, but Sims offensively he's not there yet. Defensively he's still shaky. You know what I'm saying? But Nathan Knight is more of a veteran than Sims is, and I think he would be better on offense and defense. I like Sims; he got the ups, but I think Nathan Knight should be playing that backup power forward. Now, this is my ideal backup union. McBride, Denver Chizio, you got Josh Hart, McKnight, and then you got Isaiah Hartenstein. And I know y'all say I left quickly out there, and I know a lot of y'all say quickly is an important part of the team, almost runner up for 6 man a year. I know. But until he understand his role as the backup point guard, he should not have them responsibilities. That's just my opinion. I think I think that McBride will come in and be a real backup point guard that we need. And not only that, his defense is 10 times better than Emmanuel Quickly. And like I said, I know Evan Fournier will be a liability on defense, but that offense will keep things will keep other teams honest. They will have to play him. It will leave other people open. And if they get off him, he's going to hit the open three. I know he didn't do as well last year. He averaged 6 points for the season, but for his career, he's a 14-point scorer. And I think it was more about pressure and just being upset that he wasn't getting the playing time that he thought he deserved. I'm really hoping that McBride gets some playing time. I'm really hoping that Tibbs go from a 9-man rotation to a 10-man rotation because Josh Hart is not going to be able to hold these big guys down low. I don't care what anybody say. It looks good, it sounds good, but in reality, it's just going to leave us short-handed. Mitchell Robinson's going to always have to rotate, or somebody's going to always have to rotate on a double team. It's going to leave an old man every time. As we seen last night with Reed, with just hitting threes, and he's a center. So if a center could go out and step out and hit that three comfortably because he knows he's going to be open, what you think a small forward or a power forward, any other player going to do? So I don't really think that Josh Hart should be in that power forward. Move him to small forward. Let Denver Chizio play the shooting guard. Let McBride play the goddamn point guard. If Tibbs is not comfortable with McBride being the point guard, then let then Chizio play the point guard. But we have to figure out what we're going to do with Evan Fournier and I'm about to say Emmanuel Quickly and my man Deuce McBride. Because I think these guys can really help this team. I know the defense will come from McBride and the offense will come from Evan Fournier. I think that Tibbs have to get away from what he did last year and insert these guys, try to get them more minutes. If we got to play an 11-man rotation, then play an 11-man rotation. But try to get these guys more minutes because it's going to be very helpful for the New York season if he do that. If he can get these guys more minutes, especially Evan Fournier on that second unit, because we need 3-point shooting, and I feel like Evan Fournier will be that threat. I know we brung in Duntizio for that, but I think Evan Fournier is a better shooter. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And with that being said, I'm getting ready to go watch my Jets, and I hope they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I know, but like I said, I'm a Knicks fan, I'm a Jets fan. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.